Okay. Do I hear anything? I don't hear anything. Really? Hello, testing, testing, testing. Is this better? Is this even working? Here, I'm trying to plug it in. If I stand closer. Oh. How's that? Is that better? Hello? Audio? Any audio? Anything at all? Hello? That's not good. I thought this mic would work. I thought this mic would work. No, this is fun. No, this is fun. Okay, the mic on this sucks. Okay, the mic on this sucks. So I'm going to have to deal with this in a way that you are going to have to somehow, I'm going to have to get a mic. I think that is the possibility here. I don't know. Hello, is this even better? It's working now. Is that better? Is that better? Just hello. Testing. Testing. Open here. No, it's probably the way it's going to work is like with the chat there. And then maybe put this in here. Is that better? It's probably better now. This makes sense. Now I can hear and see my little monitor earphones over here. And so I use my cell phone. I'm going to use my cell phone as that. Got my camera set up here. And I just need to deal with getting a microphone back to the camera, and I think that's it. So I'm going to go back here. And if you ever want to have to, I'm going to have to come over here and get really close to the microphone to talk to you. So otherwise, I'll just, put music in the background? Okay. Let's get this show started. In my poor eyesight, I'll talk kind of here this way, and oops. Don't get distracted in the middle of your live stream. That's what goes on, I guess. You're broadcasting now. There might be somebody watching. 2 people. Me and the other me. Okay, we're all back to the land of the living here. Not really. I don't seem to have anything happening. Okay, well, this has been 16 minutes of just setup, so hopefully you've been not too bored. And I'm only talking to the people who have clicked onto this, and you probably have scrolled or fast forwarded or whatever, so there you go. Hear that music? Here, I'll turn it up. Anyway, that's just for me. Well, this is for posterity's sake. April 18th. Oh no, April 15th here. And April 15th, it's a Sunday morning here. Sunday morning and a Sunday afternoon, correct, in Japan? I know when people are doing live streams, they're typically wondering about that's the delay. Wondering about what the time zones are in different places. Wow, it's hard to listen to this and talk. Okay, getting used to it. All right, we're all learning here. This is a work in progress, as I said, and we'll get it down as I do this every day. 418. All right. Okay. What you're looking at on the table here is the Gladiator instruction manual. What are we looking here? Let's talk about this a little bit. Okay, we'll just put this aside here. Now, very cool. Bump the camera. No, bump the camera is not cool. Here's the turntable, and as you can see, my work in progress today has been getting these legs built. And as you saw, gotta have to forget about what you're listening. There's no feedback on here, so okay. Just gonna put this like this. Is that better? More. You can get a little bit close. I'll get close to the mic. We'll light this guy up. Real good. We'll go kick that tripod for the 5th and final time. No. Okay, there we go. That's pretty. This is setting up where I can actually talk into the okay, I'm going to stop listening to myself on the headphones because it's thrown me off. I'm going to keep looking at this thing. How is the lighting? Do you guys like the lighting? Santa, the mechanic, is stuck in a sea of sticks. All right, what can I say? Since you saw yesterday, all the legs weren't built. I think I had, what did I have done? I had finished, let's see here. Hello, Shanta. Hello. Oh, yeah, there's the snowman. FYI on this guy. Honestly, that's just really, in my opinion, for me, is a quick coat just to get him worked up and a base coat of all the colors just to see how they fit in. So I would say he's about 5% finished on the paint job, 90% short of completion on just the build. So that's Mr. Snowman here. The mechanic, I don't know. You can talk about him later if you want, but we'll just leave him. We'll leave him out of it for now because he's whatever. He's a figure. It's cool, and I did that a long time ago. And what I'm working on right now is the legs. So in here, the 4 of these. So it was one of those times 4 on the build. I don't know how many people here have already built this out. So for me, it was very fun. And everybody knows or doesn't know that this kit is out of Japan. It is the Wintermute Kit. And I really don't have a clue as to the whole backstory. And please fill me in if anybody knows, cares, or whatever. But what we're looking at is some sort of a winter version. Lots of fun. Quite honestly, comparing it to some other model kits, personally, I think that that this one is really, really good. If I was to compare a Minge to a Wave, I think this is at the level, in my opinion, of a Tamiya model. When I built that F14, that kind of reminds me of it, but the detail of this is really good. And FYI, inside here, it actually has some sort of working mechanism. So when you rotate the wheels around here on the bottom, if I get this working, can you see that move? Yeah, like that. Like that. Oh. Like that. Like that. Very slight, but there's maybe about a 5-degree movement and some sort of spiral mechanism. But that was really neat. And there's a little locking thing. I'm going to be really careful not to break this here as I show you this on camera. But the one little part, I think I showed it. If you haven't found me on Instagram, go there and you'll see a bunch of, I usually post a lot of the still photos of the build. So this times 4. And, well, this is making me quite motivated to get this done, so I have something to show you every day till it's built. I think the last time you saw me, I was working on this part, and in here, it looked like an engine or something. So, anyway. Weird. I can hear myself coming out of the speakers over on. Very good. How does this work? Is it? Not sure if the. Very cool. So yeah, gorgeous. In my opinion, gorgeous plastic we're looking at here, folks. This stuff. This thing isn't about plugging in place, so if anybody's interested where I got it, let me know. But you can I picked this up I had to order it online, so I got a good deal, and whatever, if you're into this stuff, I'm sure you can find it. But the kit, yeah, the Wintermute kit, I shouldn't say that. I'm not sure how easy it is to find it. Not sure how many of these were released, but Yokoyama has definitely secured the Maschinen Kreiger empire, which is great. You can do what you want then. It's up to you. Love the boxing. Did you ever notice the boxes have that same graphic design feel? So that's, yeah. If you're into it, that just is all part of it. Packaging, so very good. Oh, look at that. 4:30. And it would be time for an unboxing. Is that kind of where we're at? Oh, anyway, to wrap up my WIP. Getting whipped? Yes, the WIP is getting whipped. So I would say today's last 24 hours has given us 4 legs, the body, and up to, oh, I don't know. On this, we're looking at up here, 23. So I'll get to building that. Yeah, these hour-long live streams are not going to be me here building something. That's boring. But it would be like, just put my plastic out in front of you where this stupid kit is. How long it's going to take to do this. The build out, at least a week. And the paint out, at least a week. So that's 14 hours you're going to get for these things painted. So yeah, there you go. And all the while, if you join me, you can where are those? Yeah. If there's any messages out there, let me know. 4:30, yay! Keeping track of the time. I'm live. Gonna deal with some people here on Instagram. You know, it's like if you're here, then subscribe and check out the info. Well, I guess at this point it doesn't matter what. Don't bother. I guess you could take a poll, but I'm going to open up the other Ma.K kit I have just for the heck of it. Why not? Weird. Okay. People are liking. Oh. All right, here we go. Yes, the live stream is happening right now, so check it out. All right. Yeah, let's give it some weird. Let's give it some weird filter. Yeah, cool. Let's say live stream, Ma.K live stream now. Oh yeah, spending the time while you do stuff on your thing. It's weird what it looks like. Live now. Live now. Yay. Why? We were dead before. If it wasn't live, it's now dead. So yeah, I just posted that. Come on by. So I wish somebody would just come here and visit. If maybe there is somebody here, you just don't know. I forget how it works with YouTube. You have to be a member. Well, anyway, if you're here and you just I would know, wouldn't I? And you would text me. Right. Let's clear off the table from my WIP. And anyway, I'm really happy with where I got in 24 hours. I made a promise to you yesterday, and I kept it. So, let's crap off. I don't think anyone's going to go on here. This is just going to be a recorded stream. What is a recorded stream anyway? Something lame. Just kind of freewheeling. People still watch it though. You're just doing a off the cuff show. All right. What can I say? We are going to be looking at assembly is going to be a snap, stiffy thing. So I think I'll work today. So probably when I see you in 24 hours, let's just say I hope to at least be looking at the cockpit and the body part put in. So yeah, somewhere around 36 on this build at 61. Yeah, midway through. Okay. So another 4 days to build. Promise, 4 days to build. Okay, so stand by while I clean this place up, folks. so here we are with today's daily unboxing of the Ma.K Tactical Reconnaissance Machine LUM-168 CAMEL. Some light happening on this thing. So the box, of course. Let's take a look at the beautiful artwork painted by none other than you know who. So this stuff in itself is skill as an artist. 2013. Guy's just rocking it. How old is he? Who knows? 60, 70. Lovely, lovely detail here. You know, come on. Like, and right underneath, I love that. There he is. So we know that this name is him. That's what you do these days. That's what you did those days. It took 10 years. You know how many years? To wrestle the rights out of the hands of the, the evil empire. Anyway, scale 120. Yeah, that's unique. I you know what? I don't know. 1/20th scale. Is it unique? Anyway, 1/35th, I would think. Series Maschinen Kreiger 06. And other details. Well, anyway, if you really get into all that, you will study it. To be known, we've got Hasagawa is doing it. So they have done that. There's a whole history of all the players. It even gives a date. So nice. Nice. It's a huge box anyway. FYI, if you bring this in, make sure you have lots of shelf space for it. Which I'm sure you all do. But as opposed to the Wintermute kit, which was white, this one's kind of a yellowy brown. And I'm not sure the original one by Nitto, if they were more Nitto, whatever you say it, if they were a regular cardboard color. Anyway, who cares? Yeah, there we go. This really skinny snowman with a banana behind him for scale. No. That's the moon, buddy. I'm sure there is a story behind it. Or not. Yeah. All stuff. So anyway, boxes are great because they enclose the physical object. It's funny those days when we used to get software in a box. Even then we knew that was kind of funny. And they give you like this huge box. Speaking of which, this box, you've got like a whole bunch of space. So I'm not sure why the box was so big. I'm thinking that this, maybe they were thinking a difference. No, 1/20th scale. Did they screw up? They had more information? I don't know. This box didn't have to be so big, but it is. I don't care. So, yeah, hey, this is an unboxing video. You got to talk about the box. So this is the bottom part of the box, which most of the time is just cardboard. But this is printed, and another treat. Oh, this all doesn't fall out. There's more information printed full color on the back of the box too. So the whole thing, 4, 5, 6 sides of beautiful printed info on matte, full color, high resolution, all the different K company, wood pusher company, the wood pushers. I know a few wood pushers, man. Gotta watch out for those wood pushers. They're tough hombres. Wood pushers, and they're camels. You know, you have a whole bunch of these wood pushers rolling over the moonscape. Why would they call them wood pushers? No. I guess there is one for the moon and one for the earth for some reason. Who wants to get into the plastic now? For those who have never gone in there, you're gonna have, what you're probably gonna have is this. Yeah, this is gonna be the kind of the main body, much like the Gladiator style. It seems to be a sort of organic shaped hull with this one, instead of 4 legs, is going to have 2 legs and kind of looks like a weird Tyrannosaurus Rex with no front arms or something. Anyway. And it's got rocket thrusters, so whoa. Probably see right away that there's going to be lots of stuff going on with the rounded cockpit area. So that looks almost at this point like a helmet. Cool. Lay the sprues out, maybe might be best. Oh, actually, it's just 2 bags. And oops, and some material. All right, and like I said, here's the wonderful box with set information. Are these meant for the moon? Yeah, well, there's your story. Somebody actually made this up. A lot of words. You go read that, and you come back to me, and you tell me what it means 3 days later. I was never into anime because it was always like that. Just some really, like, there's a huge, so crazy storyline that didn't make sense, didn't have to, and just hung all of the anime, the cool stuff over on some line. What else? That's what life is, man. The cool stuff. It's all about the cool stuff. Check. Oh, okay. Curious to see how Hasegawa has done it for everything from the instruction manual to the box compared to Wave Corporation. Well, these guys are both based out of Japan, so I would assume they have easy access. Looking at the instructions, I would say, oh, my eyesight. Oh, my poor eyes. Look at it. Oh, it looks more complicated. Oh, okay. Oh, lots of parts. Okay, not sure. I like to build, but not when it becomes redundant. It's pointless to, have parts of something if it could just be molded onto it, right? And you get a part that has, look at the interior of that. Imagine if you had to, anyway, I'll take the plastic. But, for example, if you had to put like all those parts in, build it and stick it in, as opposed to just getting it there, and you just paint it. So, you know, these things, I think at one point they were considered like puzzles or something you'd put together and what, take up your time, keep you off the streets, boy, go build that kit. So yeah, why? But no. The only reason I'd like to have things taken apart or built is because there's no way to actually put them in a kit. Like it, you know, to me, remove as much work, redundant work as possible. So, building track links. Good question. Is it worth it? You be the judge. Well, when everybody's plastic sits unbuilt on the shelf, hey, in a box, never sees the light of day, that's a shame, I think. It could actually turn you away from the hobby. Oh, man. 10 minutes left. What to talk about here? So, CAMEL, lots of parts. So there's a, yeah, you know, when you get resin parts, you see the advantages of highly detailed cast resin. Where if it's a figure, it's a solid. You don't need to do the inside of things, unless you're, I guess, modeling orifices. But I've already opened this anyway. You get the typical card. I suppose at some point I'm gonna oh wow. Oh, I like that one. It looks like it's got like a dinosaur almost. This is just for the deck. Oh yeah, I gotta put decals on all these things. That's fun. Speaking of which, the decals are anyway, very, very small letters and things. Yeah. And in here, it looks like we got the antenna and some wire for the antenna, and some flexible wire for tubing, I guess. So that. And what's this? Correct method for applying decals. Can you identify that Ma.K vehicle? I think that's the Falk or a Griffin. Yeah, if you look at the original designs of these things, you totally see how he kit bashed like two F-14s or something like that. Other part. There's one you can totally see how it's like a helicopter cockpit. Which one is it? It's the Echelon. I forget the one. Anyway, the suit thing. The top part looks like whatever 1/70th scale heli model kit that was like took the top part and then turned it into a helmet. Right on. Anyway, that's fun. It's like using your imagination. I don't want to open up these bags if you don't mind. I don't think I did. Well, they're good to leave. I personally, my thinking is don't open these bags up, because if any of the small, teeny tiny parts have broken off, they're at least still in the bag. So anyway, I don't really have to worry too much. Price-wise, oh, I don't know. Probably about $100 US. Is that what these things come in at? $100. It's a lot of plastic. I mean, it's a pretty big kit. It's pretty good. I would say price-wise, these Ma.K things, since they've gone full scale, they've kept the price down. Everybody's doing fine, and unless you want to go for some real specific resin, you can have a lot of fun and just get into it. Fill your shelf, man, with these things. Look at the time. An hour has gone by before I know it. It surprises me once you start blabbing. Okay. Let's wrap this up, guys. And thanks again. I'm gonna slowly clean up the place here, and let's give you a little. What is this? 8mm. Oh no, Dawn documentary. Dance. The dance party. Okay. No, but we're using bubbles before. Yeah. All right. So everyone, thanks for checking this out after the fact. But if you watch this and liked it, then come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. in the evening in Australia, Japan, all of the Western, or if you're in early riser, that would be pretty early over on the West Coast. A little bit later in the morning over Eastern Seaboard of North America. Anybody out there in London, I think in the UK, European area, it would be what? 8 a.m. right in the morning. Anyway, you know how to do that. Subscribe to me. And then also, just share and like and all the things, and just come on out. You know where to find me.